And I'm going to be doing the POTS compression test, the long bone compression test, the vibration test, and the compression test. So with the POTS compression test, we're going to say the fracture is right here. So we are looking for pain at the fracture site when I push on it, and if there is pain at the fracture test, that would indicate a positive test. So we'll just and then for the long bone compression test, we're also looking for pain at the fracture site. So and then the vibration test, we're pretending this is our little tool, and we're gonna put it on a structure that is near the fracture site but not on the fracture site, and pain in the fracture site would indicate a positive test. And then the last one is the percussion test, and we're just gonna put some pressure there, and pain at the fracture site would indicate a positive test.
Okay, this is so low for you. It's okay. I'm Adrienne Crawford, and I'm going to be doing the anterior jaw test, the talar tilt test, and the dorsiflexion maneuver test. So first I'm going to do the anterior jaw test, and for this one we're testing for laxity. That would be a positive test, and this would indicate an injury at the anterior talofibular and the calcaneofibular. And since it's a laxity, you would test it bilaterally. Wow, so much laxness. I'm gonna do the talar tilt test, which if you're doing inversion, then that would be laxity in the calcaneofibular, and if you're doing eversion, then it's the deltoid. And since we're going to do it bilaterally, and if there's laxity, then it's a positive test. Last one is the dorsiflexion maneuver test. And a positive test would be pain over the syndesmosis, and that would mean you have a high ankle sprain.
And I'll be performing the Kliger test, the squeeze test, Thompson test, and the Maddens test. So first I'm going to be doing the Kliger test, and this is to test the calcaneofibular ligament, and we want to see if there's any laxity in the joint. So I'm going to stabilize her leg, and I'm going to rotate her foot medially and laterally, but I'm not tilting her foot out, just rotating. And if there's any laxity, that is a positive test. For the squeeze test, and you will be doing that on both sides because it is a laxity test and you want to compare. And now for the squeeze test, this is to test the tib fibs to see if there's any problem with the syndesmosis. And so you're going to go on the malleoli and you're going to squeeze inward. And if there's any pain on the syndesmosis, that is a positive test. So next for the Thompson test, I'm going to have my patient lay down. And this is to test any rupture in the Achilles heel. What you want to do is you take the belly of the calf and you want to squeeze it. And if there's no plantar flexion in the foot, if it just stays the same and there's no movement, that is a positive test. And lastly, for the Maddens test, I'm going to have her bring her legs up for a 90-degree angle. And if they stay flat or they're in dorsiflexion, that means that's a positive test for a ruptured Achilles.